Well, it is, as you know, St. Patty's Day, and if the corned beef and cabbage, the green beer and the Irish dancing and the parades have you longing for a little something more authentic, perhaps, a trip to Ireland may just be in order. Phil Ryan is a native of Dublin, but he is now based out of Madison, has been for quite some time now. He is part of a touring company called Inroads Ireland. Thanks so much for joining us. I know you've been on the morning show in the past, so giving you a little later wake-up call
it's a little nicer in the later day, I have to say. I'm not really a morning person, so this suits me much better, you know.
It's great to see you. You know, I saw I think it was a tweet this morning saying that, you know, green beer and actually a lot of the celebrations that happen here in the States, not part of a typical Irish St. Patrick's Day.
Not really. In recent times now, I have to say, the Irish have been kind of catching up on the American celebrations, but traditionally, St. Patrick's Day in Ireland has always been a much more sort of tempered affair. It was really more of a religious observance. And it's really only since around 1995 when Dublin kind of, you know, the corporations in Dublin got together and said, well, we really need to push this and make it more of a tourist thing. And now it's become kind of a week-long affair, or even a couple of weeks-long affairs, depending on who you look at and where you go in Dublin. So it's catching on, but really the big celebrations that you see for St. Patrick's Day are really in the States and not in Ireland at all.
So if people are looking for an authentic Ireland experience, you do some really incredible tours. If someone wants to take a trip to Ireland, whether it's through you or otherwise on their own, where are some of the more beautiful areas that you would recommend people?
Well, I would sort of like really, you know, talk to someone first and just get their experience, like talk to me or someone who's been to Ireland or a relative and stuff like that, and you know, get some key points that you think are going to be really interesting to you, and don't necessarily go to stuff that's well publicized. Quite often what you'll find in Ireland is that it's got so much to offer. So getting on the back roads, going to places that are a little more out of your way and maybe not so much on the tourist routes, that's really where you want to go, because that's really the authentic Ireland. It's where you get the best music, best food, and the most interesting sights.
What are some of the treasures, the little pots of gold, maybe that people would find off the beaten path?
There are some incredible things. When you get into like the Midlands of Ireland in particular, there's actually a giant telescope from the kind of 1800s, and for like over 70 years, this was the largest telescope in the world. And this is sitting on the grounds of this absolutely fantastic castle, just like really dramatic castle. You've got this giant telescope, and it was actually responsible for discovering the spiral nature of galaxies. So you can do things like that.
Wow.
We also have these very, very ancient tombs that have solar alignments. These are up to maybe 5,000 to 6,000 years old, making them like even more ancient than the pyramids in Egypt. So there's just like the diversity and the fun things, and just like great little local bars, fantastic scenery, really welcoming people as well. And even when you get onto the coastline, then you've got these dramatic coastal scapes with giant cliffs and mountains.
Beautiful.
Like, yeah,
it sounds fantastic. And I know a number of people who make that a regular visit for them. You have given us a number of links. We will post them on our website under news links, so look for them there. Resources to both your business as well as some other resources. And you actually gave a list of fun facts. So I'm going to put those in a blog. So thank you so much for coming in today.
Thanks
we really
for having
appreciate
me.
it. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you.
You too.